What's up, guys? Queasy back with another video, and today we're doing a video about this little guy. You guys haven't met him yet. His name's Tetris, and you can see he's wrapped up right now. Tetris broke his leg, so I've had this cast on him for a little while, probably about a week or two, closer to 2 weeks, and he limps around. I try to immobilize the leg as much as possible to by keeping it inside of his shell. But I've noticed that, as he's growing, his shell is starting to grow and deformed because the cast is constricting it. Because he is a baby tortoise, he grows at a fast rate. So today, we're going to be building him a wheelchair. Stay tuned. So this is Tetris. You guys can see the cast right there. And when I take it off, you guys are gonna see some of the, deformities that are starting to come about because of this cast. All right. So it's this back leg that is broken. If he pokes it out, you guys will see it's like bent in weird ways. I really don't think it's gonna heal. Alright, so I really don't think it's gonna get better. You guys can see it right there. What the cast was doing, you guys could see the shell's kind of growing a little lopsided. And on the bottom, it's starting to overlap. Because as he's growing, I guess it was like holding him back. He's only had it on for about 2 weeks. But yeah, that's a big problem. We do not want that happening. It could reverse itself. It will reverse itself. But he can't wear the cast anymore. So what we're going to be doing today is I made him these little Lego wheels. So we got this glue right here. This is what you use to attach like corals to rocks and saltwater aquariums and stuff. We're going to be putting these little Lego squares right there and there on his shell. It's non-toxic, it won't harm him. And then we'll be able to attach the wheels to immobilize the back legs. It'll be like a little wheelchair, and using his front legs, he'll be able to drag himself. If the leg heals, then eventually I'll just take these off. I'll get the solvent for that. I'll take it off. If it doesn't heal and he's big enough to get surgeries, the leg might have to be amputated. Obviously I'm hoping for the best, but just for right now, until he's at least 4 inches, because he's too small to do surgery on now, we're gonna give him this wheelchair. So let's get right into it. So first things first, we're gonna clean his shell really well so that the epoxy could stick to it. You wanna make sure that there's no dust, debris, dirt, anything like that on here. And then we're gonna clean the 2 Lego pieces that are gonna be attached to his shell, again, so that the epoxy could stick to those. Alright guys, so we're gonna get the aquarium stuff. And all you're gonna do, you're just gonna take the break off just a little chunk of it. This should be more than enough. And we're gonna seal it back up in case we ever need that again. Boom, put in there. You're gonna see it's made up of 2 parts. If I could get that close. The outer part is like that greenish blue, and the inside is white. You're gonna wanna combine it like this. Just knead it up in your fingers until it's all completely white. From the moment it's all completely mixed to the point where you will no longer be able to stick things with it, you have 7 minutes to work with it. Okay, so, obviously don't rush, but you wanna, time is of the essence here, So now we're gonna break it in half, just like that. We'll leave half right there. We're gonna put this half, we're gonna spread it over the Lego piece like that. You see, so that the whole surface of it is covered. There you go. Take your tortoise, right on the shell, right on the place you want it. Boom. Gotta push it right there. I know, buddy. Just like that. Now we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. This is pretty stressful to the tortoise. Obviously, you're sticking things on his shell. And so for the next few days, don't play with your tortoise. Don't like pick them up, anything like that. You know, just leave them alone, feed them, make sure they have water, and just let them live, you know? And also don't put too much epoxy on, because you also want to make sure that you'll be able to take this off if you ever have to, which, you know, you probably will eventually. There we go. That's how it is right now. So I'll just go hold it there for about 10 minutes, and we'll get back to you guys when it's all dry and we'll be ready to put the wheels on. All right, guys, so one thing I forgot to mention, if you're gonna do this procedure on your tortoise, which you should not do this just for fun, this is strictly because he has a broken leg and, you know, he's limping, and also this will give it the chance to heal if it can heal. Whenever you attach something to a tortoise's shell, you always want to make sure it's in the middle of the scute. If it's along one of the outer lines called the growth lines, it will affect the way the tortoise's shell will grow, which could be really dangerous, you know, because then that area won't be able to grow, the rest of the shell will grow, and it will cause deformities worse than the one the cat's made, you know. So again, you want to make sure you get it right in the middle of the scutes, because that won't cause them any harm. And it also, again, make sure it's non-toxic epoxy. All right, guys, so it's about dry. It's still a little tacky, but it won't be completely like rock hard dry, pause, for the next hour probably, but it's ready to put the wheels on. Again, I called probably around 30 vets in my state. Nobody could treat him. If your tortoise or turtle broke his leg or if anything's wrong with it, call your vet, you know, hopefully they could help it. None of the ones within like 3 hours of here could. So that's why I've had to resort to this. But this is the setup. 2.5, 3 centimeter rims. It's gonna be riding in style. There we go. Ooh, you just gently put it on, gently. Don't crush your tortoise. Ooh. Now, this guy is holding himself up. It's gonna take him a little while of getting used to, you know? Oh, but there he goes. And that broken leg isn't touching the ground. There we go. It's exactly what we want. All right, guys, so made a few adjustments. We got these two things right there as front stoppers so he doesn't slam his face into the ground. Then we got back stoppers too to make sure he doesn't, you know, lean back and hit the leg into the ground. So now, as you guys could see, he walks around, the leg can't touch the ground. It's gonna take him a little bit to get used to it.
Oh.
You know, that leg could touch the ground, but that one just misses the ground by a little bit. Oh, is he gonna eat? Hey, your first meal with your new rims. But yeah, so that's how it's gonna be. And then as he grows, until I could, you know, take him to a place that could treat him when he's a little bigger. Yeah, I'll just keep stacking the Legos under him as he gets taller and stuff. But for now, Tetris has a little wheelchair. So make sure you guys like the video, subscribe. We're definitely going to be doing a bunch of updates on him. Still makes me super sad that the little guy's in pain. He has a broken leg and stuff. But I'm happy that at least now he has a way to move around, you know. And it'll at least make his quality of life a little better. So stay tuned. Wait, no. Subscribe.